Amazon, OK, insisted that the racing driver in question should be from this side of the pond. So we went to something called NASCAR, and we found one, and we shipped him to England, and then we introduced him to the complicated procedure which involves turning right. It's actually based on a machine that's used to test fighter pilots who want to join the Royal Air Force, which, as we all know, is the finest and greatest air force in the world. So there we are, we're all in agreement that the Royal Air Force is better than the US Air Force.
USA! USA! USA!
Listen, we're all in agreement. The Royal Air Force is better than all the other air forces in the world. Anyway, we're all now in agreement that the Royal Air Force is the best air force in the world. So we're all in agreement the Royal Air Force is quite good.
What did the Porsche do it in? And it didn't mince it, it was slower than the Porsche. I told you, it's just a melon ball. It's slower than my car, which was faster than your car.
Yeah, it's 0.2 of a second, and it looks better.
Yeah, it did. In my mirror, where it belongs, getting smaller. It's a melon ball, and it lost. How long has it taken some of us to evolve from being apes, then?
It's taken 2,100,000. It's because, while the rest of mankind has managed to grasp the concept of arithmetic, the president of South Africa, Jacob Zuma, well, how can I put this? He sort of hasn't. I've got a clip here, show you what I'm on about.
We announced that our membership figures stood at 700.
Jacob Zuma is actually a bit of a controversial figure here. He recently installed a swimming pool at his home, and then, because he'd used taxpayers' money to do that, he said it was actually a water storage facility in case of a fire. So, in other words, if he burst into flames, he could jump into it and put himself out in 1,000 and 300 seconds.
He has also bought himself what he claims is a fire engine. Nice.
Yep, he's also got himself an ambulance.
Yep, can't be too careful.
It's not about the car itself, it's about the people who are buying them, OK? They've got 200 orders so far, and the average person who's ordered one already has 64 cars, 3 helicopters, 3 jets, and 1 yacht. Zuma.
A mini Ferrari, as cute as a bunny rabbit with the greatest badge in the history of motor.
How much is it?
You know perfectly well how much it is.
Yeah, we've forgotten.
Money is vulgar. You can't put a price on something as exquisite as that.
Yeah, but Alfa Romeo did put a price on it, didn't they? And what was it?
£60,000.
What's that?
That's the engine.
What engine is it?
V8. I'll put a V8 in a beach buggy.
Well, no, you haven't. You've parked your beach buggy quite close. It's not in it.
It isn't in it. No. You've reversed into a V8, but not quite hard enough. It's only gone in a third of the way.
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to fit a V8 to a beach buggy?
Well, it doesn't
It's obviously impossible.
Evidently, it's impossible. Oh, dear.
Did you modify the battery as well?
Oh.
It's obviously not charging up.
No.
Because I didn't modify it.
Yeah. I'll just see if mine works. Oh, yeah.
Let me just try mine. Yeah.
Push? Can I have a push? Oh, boom.
Tastes like fish, doesn't it? OK, does anybody want a beer?
Have you got some?
No.
Oh, you've... That deserves a stabbing.
It's a proper
That's
stabby.
properly out of order.
Stuck?
Yes. Two problems. Number one, he's put a 90 horsepower engine in it, which actually is probably only 40.
Yeah.
And number two, he will not use full power ever.
Well, he's got a 90 horsepower engine, but a 5 horsepower foot.
No, Hammond! Hammond, seriously? Shit, he's gone. Hammond's gone, everyone. Hammond's gone. Big one. Oh, me. How the did you get down that?
With my eyes shut!
What's going on here? What's up?
The throttle is now jamming fully open all the time.
Problem.
The internal organs from a Land Rover Discovery mated to the beautiful skin of a glamorous Mercedes SL. To create a vision of pure... what's the word?
Rubbish.
We'd only gone a few miles before Richard and James completely changed their minds and realised that the Excellent was the best car they'd ever been in.
No, we haven't. Stop saying things in voiceover that aren't true.
Is it not? I thought you changed your
No,
mind.
maybe a bit. It's worse than I thought.
Can I put the heater on?
That's not connected.
Is it not?
No.
What's that dial down there but left of the steering?
Speedometer.
Well, why have you got that one, not that one?
That doesn't work.
Has it got a fuel gauge?
Not as such.
Has it got a temperature gauge?
Not really.
There's a lot of wires hanging out of the dash that aren't connected to things.
You haven't given it an interior. I can see the road.
I can as well.
No, there's a hole in the floor.
Obviously, fitting children with harnesses and then videoing them, and they're not my children.
I got 45% charge in my phone.
I got 41% charge.
I got a different sort of charge.
While Hammond and May had one or two minor issues, they both agreed that if I were to put my car into production, it would make me a fortune.
No, we didn't agree to that either.
Brian Johnson has been run over by some people who think they are playing football.
But they're not.
Well, it's not football, though, is it? Because they don't use their feet.
That's not football. That's just people dressing up.
We play football.
We play football.
Yeah, with our feet.
That is football.
What?
It's not soccer, it's football that we play.
Who said that?
6.75 billion people in the world call it football.
Anyway, look, you can moan and shout all you like. The fact is, we're British and we edit this show and you'll just get cut out.
This is a rugby ball. Look on the screen. They're only playing with the padding they were born with. This is not a football.
They call it football.
You want to hear this baby fire up?
Get out, save yourself.
Yes.
Has he been swapped for an old lady?
He's always been an old lady. He was born an old lady. Congratulations, Mrs. May. It's an old lady.
Typical of Italian cars. They wait until you really need them and then they go wrong. Hello, darling, I'm in labour. Quickly. Yes, I'm on my way in my Maserati.
And it is a long time ago. When the Continental GT first came out, we all thought that was hideous. And
It was.
now we all love it. It's one of the few things we agree on.
Yes, that's true, but I think this is more like you. When I first met you, I thought you were ugly. And now, I still think you're ugly.
A crushing criticism from one so handsome.
Did you hear that? That was tyre squeal from James May.
Jeremy, what if he beats me?
He beats you. Yeah. You'll die of shame and I'll die laughing.
Yeah, okay.
Specifically, we are in Dubai, which means for the first time ever, we are the three poorest people in the tent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's be honest, a flap.
It's not a flat.
It is a flat. A BMW is saying that in the future, children will only be 3 inches wide.
What are you talking about? Well, for a start, it's hardly a hardship, and that's an enormous space.
James May is a wealthy man, but that bus driver, has bought his car for him. Where's the justice in that? You're paying for his car, do you know that? You have paid for it. Just so you know, you paid for his car. Has James May thanked you for buying his car for him?
This is like being a hippopotamus. Guys! Oh, man.
James, come on, will you?
Ow! Oh! I'm winching myself. Oh, that's much better. Well, I say it's much better. It's less shit.
Go, 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 come on, we got to make up the time.
No, you're going to overdo it.
No, it's okay, you're okay.
You idiot!
Your fault, you think it's okay?
You driving, you fool! It stinks down here. God, what is this stuff?
England.
Sorry, he came back from France where he'd spent one day saying, well, I'm brilliant now.
Yeah, well, I am.
Well, now, I'm sorry, Hammond, it took me 10 years to learn how to drift a car.
Yeah. Well, because I'm not an ape, I did it in one day.
We went through the wreckage afterwards, and this is all that remains of Richard Hammond. He's just some dust, and we know it is Hammond because we found this suspiciously white tooth. Built him on the floor.
Oh, now you've got him all over your shoes.
I know, even when his dust is annoying. Anyway, on that terrible disappointment, it is time to end.